Only one thing matters. The truth.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Trent the Truth Show. What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Trent the Truth Show. I'm your host, Trent the Truth. Whatever you're doing, wherever you're listening from, thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe to our podcast on Spotify and YouTube. It's the Trent the Truth Show. And while you're doing that, give us some love on social media. It's Trent the Truth on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you search. Real quick, today's episode is brought to you by K's Cakes. Are you looking for a dessert that tastes just as good as it looks? Whether you're celebrating a birthday, baby shower, or just treating yourself throughout the week, K's Cakes has you covered. We service the entire Chicagoland area and most surrounding cities. We also deliver. Place your order today at kscakes.com. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram at K's Cakes to see what's fresh and hot out the oven. K's Cakes. Because every celebration deserves something sweet. And just like I tell you guys, if you want to be a guest, you want to sponsor an episode, you got any questions, comments, or anything you want me to address, just email me at trentthetruthshow@gmail.com. Again, that's trentthetruthshow@gmail.com. And if you're feeling good, you want to bless us, our cash app is TrentTheTruth88. Again, that's TrentTheTruth88. Don't forget to put the $sign in the front. And for the people out there in TV land, you know, we got the QR code on the screen ready for you to pull your phone out and make the donation from wherever you're watching. But whatever it is that you decide to do at the show, whether it's a question, comment, you want to be a guest or a sponsor, or you want to make that donation, we truly appreciate any and every interaction with the Trent the Truth Show. And you know, we got a great guest with us today. We got Dr. Ashley Nazon with us. How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Glad to get you on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah. You know, we got a little bit of history. Stain Gang, you know, that's probably one of the biggest gangs next to the police. You know, wherever you at, all you got to say is Morgan Park. People will know you. So what you been up to though?
Just working, business owner as well, just like you.
Handling it.
Make the money.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And what do you do?
I am a licensed clinical social worker by trade, but a psychotherapist. And I am the owner of a holistic therapy group. And check us out as well.
A psychotherapist?
Yep. That's the clinical term for it.
For the nut cases.
None of my clients are crazy though.
Right.
They're just normal people with normal problems.
Oh wow. And how long you been in the field?
Ooh, I've been in the field 10 years plus.
Okay. What took you there?
Oh, well, I never wanted to be a therapist. So it's crazy how God will just direct your life. You think you're going one way, but you end up another way. So I was supposed to be an attorney. That didn't work out. And then I just went back to what I knew, which was social work. That's what my undergrad degree was in. And I went and got my master's and then my doctorate. So.
Okay. What didn't work out about being an attorney? What part was it?
So law school. So I got to law school and I had some other personal stuff going on. And at the time, I didn't know much about mental health at that moment. So I had a bunch of stuff. I didn't know how to separate my personal life from my professional life. And then it just all hit. And then I just stopped doing my schoolwork, just kind of went through a depression spiral.
Oh, wow.
And then by the time I came out of it, which would have been the second semester, I did what I could to bring my grades up. And then I ended up missing staying in school by like 0.05. So I had just missed being able to stay in school.
Do you feel like you settled in your career now, or do you want to go back into it, law?
No, the path I'm on now is where I'm supposed to be.
Okay. So you said, this is where I'm here.
Yep.
What made you feel like this is where I belong now? Was it the type of work, helping people? Or
yes,
was it
the confirmation of helping people. And it felt good. When I went back to school to get my master's in social work, it just felt good. And I was like, this is where I was supposed to be.
Right.
So, and even now, when I look back on it, I'm like, this is better. It's more fulfilling than if I would have been an attorney.
Right. And then you say you got your doctorates too, right?
Yes.
And you recently, a lot of people, you know, have been talking about how important it is to not call yourself a doctor if you ain't that.
No, I have a doctorate degree.
So I know the hard work behind it. Does things like that bother you? Like when you see people just
Oh
taking
yeah,
titles?
that was a mess. What's her name? Cheyenne Bryan or
Right.
whatever. Yeah, like girl, stop playing. Like that ain't cool.
Right, because you know what it takes to do the work.
Yes.
I put the work in, the
Yes.
hours.
Yes. And I mean, and you have to get licensed as well. In my
Right.
field, you get licensed. So for you, your license, right?
Exactly.
Cosmetology, you got to have a license. Right?
Exactly.
That's what certifies you, and people will be like, "Oh yeah, they legit."
Right.
So yes,
That ain't no shit you play with.
no, especially not in my field. I'm playing with people's mind. It's the difference between a life coach and a therapist. They're not the same.
Do you diagnose people?
Yes.
Wow. How much of a toll does that take on you though? Like just having to deal with people all day, every day.
It's. I would say in the beginning it was a lot, but as time went on, I just learned to. I get up from my computer and it's like nothing.
Right.
Nothing happened. I have so much other stuff I'm thinking about. So not anymore. In the beginning though, yes, I had some burnout, but now I don't attach to it.
Okay.
So,
is it one specific field of
therapy?
Right.
No, everybody. I see couples, families, kids, anywhere from anxiety, depression, life stress, job stress. We do all of it.
Wow. Any unique cases?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have any cases that you can learn from and apply to your personal life from stuff that other people go through?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. Sometimes the perspectives that clients even have about their own situation can help me change my perspective on things going on in my life or someone else that I know, like a friend or family member. So yes, absolutely. That's why I mean it's rewarding.
You remember any?
Yes. Let's see. What example could I give? So one example I can give is like with family and how sometimes depending on your generation, some people believe that your parents can just do whatever they want and you should just accept it. But when working with some of my clients have made the hard decision to no longer talk to their parents anymore because of things that have happened over the years, whether it was just so much disrespect or disregard or neglect, and being able to have the courage to set the boundary with your parents, like that's not okay, and speak up, and not think that you just have to take whatever they give you.
And see, that's tough though because it's a battle because that is your parent.
Yeah.
But you're an adult. You know what you want to accept, what you don't want to accept. How do you even navigate? How do you teach people to navigate that detachment though? Like, how do you handle that? Telling them to go against
what they've learned and what their parents have taught them. It's really trial and error. So it can start with speaking up, right? Okay. So speak up, express yourself to your parent, and then it depends on your parents' reaction, right? Some parents may hear you and some may not. And so I always tell my clients, give it a couple of tries. Sometimes a parent, they're stubborn and they may not hear you the first time, maybe the second time. And then if you've done it a couple times and they're still showing the same behavior, then you remove yourself.
Right.
So they hear from you less. Maybe you only show up when needed and it's not just how it used to be normal, like going to visit your parents. Let's just make up a routine every Sunday. Maybe somebody go visit their parents. Maybe you stop that because it's harmful for you. And then sometimes when people start to remove themselves from the situations, the parents wake up and they're like, what's going on? I haven't seen you. And there's no opportunity for you to express what you dislike. If that doesn't help, then you continue to remove yourself to the point where maybe there's no more communication at all.
Wow. Your demographic of clients, do you have more males or females?
More women. Okay. Absolutely more women. But I have seen a trend. More men are starting to reach out now, though. So that's a good thing.
Because we're starting to see how important mental health is, and we're starting to understand the importance of going to therapy, going to counseling.
Yes.
Do you have to fight through much more with men when they're talking, or are they easily opened up to you? Or
sometimes you have to kind of change the perspective a little bit. And then some men reach out to therapy because they don't want to lose the person they're with. So they're like, well, I want me, my wife, or me, my girlfriend to come to therapy. So they'll start there. And then sometimes the wife or girlfriend is like, absolutely not. And then they just come because the girlfriend or wife wants to see if they're really serious, right? So, go to therapy by yourself first. And so some men who stick with it, and then the wife or girlfriend will come in later, and then we go from there.
How many times have you counseled a couple and the woman was just like all the way wrong, super bogus?
It happens
all the time.
us
How
women
do
are
you
not
manage all the
perfect.
time?
Us
How
women
do
are
you
not
manage that?
perfect.
Right? How do you manage that? And then how do you manage yourself knowing that though?
Well, I call them out. Like, I'm not that type of therapist who's like, oh, I might be on the woman's side or the man's side. I'm in the middle. So, like, I'm the third party. And if you do something that's not right, I'm going to call you out. And I've had women argue with me because they think they're right. And I'm like, no, from this perspective, the way you're showing up is why he's not opening up to you. Right. So, and sometimes when we miss that, we think we're doing things great. We're perfect in a relationship and we're not. We suck too. It's okay.
And it takes a lot to know that and
Self
to admit that.
awareness. Yes. Self awareness is key.
And a lot of people tend to lack that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And you're here to help them.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. So how do you handle that? The work-life balance though, like in your personal life?
So, I mean, like I said, I get up from the computer because I'm all virtual now, just do telehealth. And I go on about my life. My clients' issues are not my issues. So, and I try to make sure that I have time to myself. So, whether that's me working out or um, just going on walks or hanging out with my friends or my family, I always make sure I create that time for myself.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Do you have time for dating or anything like that?
Yeah, I do.
That's good. Are you dating now?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So with the new landscape in dating, like it's a bunch of expectations, and sometimes we set our expectations a little too early.
Yes.
We feel like we need to see everything day one. What are your expectations in regards to dating?
So I would say for me, in the very beginning, you just kind of get to know the person, but off the bat, be honest, be upfront, be consistent. Um, yeah, really the big two things is being honest and be consistent, be respectful. But that's all to me basic human qualities you should give to anybody.
Right.
Right. It shouldn't matter that you're dating. It should be, I'm a human person. You should treat me with respect, honesty, and kindness anyway.
Right. Like Lauryn Hill said, respect is just the minimum.
Yep. That is.
So that's all you that's all you require in dating.
Start with the minimum. Yes. Because I should be given that. And then from there, we see if our personalities gel, right? Because that matters. And then go from there.
You make it sound simple, like
it is simple. We make it hard though.
Why?
Because we're human and we make up shit. Expectations. Too many expectations early.
Right. Mm-hmm. But you should have some though, because you just don't want to end up with any damn body.
No. You should have set expectations, but you need to gauge when those expectations are appropriate. If you just met somebody, let's say you meet somebody a couple weeks ago, you shouldn't already be like, oh my God, they should be taking me out all the time. You don't know that person's life yet. You don't know enough yet to know if they like you enough to include you in their life. Like, you got to take your time and see how it goes.
Right. Well, maybe I should ask, how do you want to be treated in a relationship for you to know that, okay, we got level 1 straight. Now we can move to level 2. Then we can keep going.
So for me, the first thing would be consistency. Show me that you're interested. Like, I'm also going to reach out and I'm also going to suggest we do things, but what are you doing?
Right.
Make time for me. Be respectful. Be kind. That's it from the beginning, like starting. Like, if you show me those things, then from there, we'll go from there. We'll see how it goes. Do I really like you, right? Because maybe I don't really like you. Just depends.
Would you entertain somebody? How far would you entertain somebody that you don't like?
Ooh, that's hard because I'm not good at faking it. So if I don't like you, you probably gonna know in a couple weeks or a month. Like, I'm gonna be like, I don't like this. I don't like them.
Wow. You seem pretty straightforward with it.
Yep. You have to be.
That's true. That is true. True. So with communication and dating though, like, how are you with that? You relaxed with it? Like, you text somebody, do you need to text like right back, or?
No, that goes to expectations again, right? Because you don't know people's lives. Like, I don't think anyone should require someone to text them back right away. You don't know what somebody's doing. Now, do I think there's a reasonable window? Like, if we're dating and get to know each other, well, let's say we're dating. Skip the get to know each other part. If we're at the point of dating, you shouldn't be texting me back tomorrow.
Right.
Like, if I text you at 3 p.m. today, why are you hitting me back up tomorrow? That's not okay. Because you looked at your phone. That we're in the age of technology. We always on our phone. And it is possible sometimes you on your phone, you doing stuff, you may miss it. So you may not respond right away, but there's no way you went the rest of the day. You didn't think about me at all?
Right.
That's crazy.
And how do you deal with that though?
Oh, you gotta bring it up. You gotta say, I'm sorry. what's going on? Like, I text you at this time. I need an answer. Like, and then I'm gonna say that's not okay. I don't need to put a time limit. Like, text me back in 30 minutes, but there needs to be courtesy.
Right.
So
I'm trying to see like what you would consider maybe like a breaking point where you had enough where you turn into.
Yeah. Oh, so if it happens, I'm gonna say if it happens more than 3 times, then
we got a problem.
It's gonna be some problems.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And you said it with a smile, like,
yeah,
there's gonna be some problems.
It is. It is. I'm very chill until I'm not.
Oh wow. So it's a switch.
I'm Aquarius, so we be chill. We be chilling.
So so you are right. So any problems, of course, it be them. It don't be us.
It don't be the Aquarius. No, I'm just playing.
It don't be us.
Sometimes we be problematic, but for the most part, I think we be chilling.
You weren't supposed to say that. You weren't supposed to say that. We're not problematic. We're not problematic at all. Yes, we are. No, I'm playing. So June is Men's Mental Health Month. How important is that to you? How do you help men understand how to be about their mental health? How do you help them?
Very important. Very important. So to the men out there, y'all got stuff too. So whether childhood stuff from relationships, stuff with your family members, stuff with friends. And while I know a lot of men think they can figure things out by themselves, there are resources here for a reason, right? So whatever you believe, God, the divine, the most high, things were created to help you. So use them. It's very important that you work through stuff and not do things in this life alone, because you don't have to.
Right. Has a man ever came to you and in your opinion you was like, man, what the fuck? Or like, that's some punk ass shit. Like, has it ever happened?
Yes. I could tell you a situation. So I had a couple trying to help them work through their marital issues. Sometimes they would have like really intense arguments, but one time, for some reason, this man called the police on his wife. That wasn't okay at all. It's not okay. Especially when there's nothing physical. There was no reason. It was more of allowed the pettiness and arrogance and all that stuff sometimes that comes out to overshine the love that he had for his wife.
So he was acting like a little mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. And did you help him understand that, or?
Oh yeah, I'm very stern. Like I'm a straightforward therapist. So like yes.
So a lot of people think it's misconceptions in therapy. A lot of people think it's just giving advice and telling people what to do, listening to them, telling them where they went wrong. Is that the case, or?
So I wouldn't necessarily say sometimes I do give advice sometimes, but a lot of times it's just more a safe space. Sometimes people just want to be able to talk and get things off their chest. And then sometimes people's perspectives can be interesting. And so I'll pose questions to try to help that person navigate their perspective and look at it from a different way.
Right.
So sometimes it's not advice, it's me helping people. I'm like a mirror. So I can hold up to people sometimes where things are not going right. And then they can see it. Right. It creates the self-awareness piece.
Do you get friends that try to get like free advice or free counseling and therapy from you, or do you?
I think I've always been that person. Before I became a therapist, my friends will come to me.
Okay.
My family too. I think that's why I think I was destined to do this, because they was always doing that anyway.
So how do you feel about it?
I'm just used to it.
Yeah, so it ain't really no thing.
It's my role.
Yeah. Do you get overwhelmed? Like, what do you do for your mental health?
I have a therapist.
Okay.
I talk to my own therapist. Absolutely.
And it helps you with everything.
Yep.
It gets you through.
Yep.
You would recommend it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. Please get a therapist.
Therapy is important. Any children in the picture?
No, not yet. I hope so one day.
One day?
Look, I'm okay. Don't spend no time on me. I mean, I can't catch up with some of y'all, but I do want kids.
Man, yeah, I'm out here halfway to a baseball team.
Park crew, y'all setting it out.
Halfway to a baseball team.
There you go.
Damn. So you say one day you ain't. So even with that though, how much are you like your mom, and then where you want to be different at?
So I'm like my mom in a way where I can be very straightforward, sometimes no filter. And then I have to kind of rein that back. The opposite though, my temperament is better than my mom's. I'm more patient than she
Okay.
is.
And that's where you would be different in
Yes.
regards to being a
Yes.
mom.
And my mom would say that as well.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And then you recently just moved.
Yes.
Now you playing hopscotch because you was in.
I started, let's see, Chicago, Florida, Texas, and now I'm in Missouri.
Okay. Any inspiration as to why you keep moving, or you just
honestly, for
new
me,
scenery?
For me, I can live anywhere. I don't even know if this is my last move, but I will say until I probably have like a husband, some kids, nowhere is like home. Like Chicago's still home, but like me calling the place like settled down and home, I probably want to get married and have kids.
Because you can go anywhere. That's what's up. That is what's up, man. Juneteenth, did you do anything for that?
No, I wanted to. I was so busy doing some other stuff. By the time I got done, I missed the block party I was supposed to go to. So no, I wanted to though. It's important to celebrate Juneteenth.
Yeah, hell yeah. Well,
what
you do
about
anything
you?
for
Did
the
you do
fourth?
something?
So we did a little grilling. Not nothing too major. Because we in the process, so we trying to buy.
Right.
So a lot of stuff is just on ice right now.
I understand.
Which is why I didn't go to the 20-year reunion. Then we just had this baby.
That
I had to deliver.
I know that's huge though.
Yeah, man,
that's huge.
Now I know you take.
Now you look, you a little doctor now.
I was
too
just
on
gonna
the
say,
side.
but I know you take that doctor shit serious. But I feel like
you the doctor in your house.
I'm the doctor in my house. And that was a pretty cool experience. I feel like I got a story to tell that baby forever.
Absolutely.
Every day of her life. Like how our parents used to tell us, "I brought you in this world. I'll take you out." I get to say that.
World. Yes.
I literally brought this baby in the world, and look, she act up. We taking you out. But that was why I didn't go to the 20-year reunion.
I didn't think I knew nothing about it. I don't
right, because you don't be on social media.
I don't be on Facebook
especially
enough.
Not Facebook.
Yeah, no. I'm like a ghost on Facebook.
But taking a break on social media is important, though.
Yes,
like,
it is. Yes, it is.
Is it always something that tells you it's time to take a break, or is it a certain time of the year that you do it, or it's always spontaneous?
It's spontaneous.
Okay.
It's spontaneous.
So it's always something that happens that make you be like, you know what? It's time to unplug.
Yeah. And two, I think when you have stuff going on in your life and, the phones are listening to us anyway. So if you ever pay attention, you're talking about certain stuff, then all of a sudden you start getting ads or posts about the stuff that you've been talking about. And it's like, if you already got something going on, you don't need to see a whole bunch of other stuff.
That's true.
So you just take a break.
That is something I noticed, though. I was looking up some watches not too long ago.
And then all the watch ads start hitting.
I'm like, well, what the hell?
Yep.
Wow. So what was it specifically that made you unplug? And then how long do it be? It's always a different time.
It just depends. Yep, it just depends. It just depends on what's going on in my life. So like most recently, I just had like when I had moving and then just like some life stuff, and I was like, I just need a break.
Okay.
Just need a break. So
that's what's up. When do you feel like you'll be ready again
to get back?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll probably get back on social medias. I give it a couple weeks.
Yeah. And then you'll be ready. Cause I mean, I don't know. I guess it is important just to unplug. So is that the only thing that you unplug from? Is that the only?
For the most part.
Is that the only thing you feel like you need to get away from?
Yeah, sometimes because for the most part, I feel like I'm a homebody, so I be just chilling to myself. So social media and some of my friends, like people who know me, typically I'm on social media, I'm active. And so, like, I have people reach out and be like, you good? I didn't see you on Instagram or something. So,
that's why I had to hit you up. I'm like, man, Joe, what's up? I normally will see something here or there.
Yeah.
But no, that is true. Do you ever feel like you missing something in life?
I wouldn't say I'm missing something. I would feel I'm in the space of waiting. Like, I know it's going to happen. So, like, having kids, getting married, like, I know it's going to happen. It's just in the space of waiting.
Right. Do you ever feel like it won't?
No. My intuition doesn't feel like it won't. It's gonna happen.
So you believe in women's intuition?
Absolutely.
I hear that talked about a lot. Like I hear it talked about a lot, but it only comes up in regards to maybe negative feelings, negative vibes.
Yeah, that's true, and that's not really what it is. And men have intuition too. So let's dispel that rumor. Women are not the only ones who have intuition. Men have it as well. And so over the years, I've learned like what intuition feels like.
Mm-hmm.
So intuition is something that just comes to you and there's no feeling behind it. Like, so you know how, like, let's say, for instance, when you decide to do your podcast, it probably just a thought just came to you like, I need to do a podcast. You didn't feel nothing behind it. You didn't feel anger. You didn't feel anxiety behind it. It just like probably dropped in your spirit. You was like
an epiphany.
He was like, okay, yeah, you know what? And you probably thought more, and it's like, yeah, I'm doing it, right? And that's how you know it's your intuition. That's your higher self, and like our best selves speaking to us about whatever situation is.
Hmm. So how come it doesn't work for positive things?
It does work for positive things.
Well, it's only, like I said, it's only brought up with negative. Like,
that's society, though. That's just society. It works for positive things and negative things, but it's society.
But that's just where we go.
Yep.
Wow.
If you notice, everything kind of goes negative, even on social media. You know, the things that go viral the most are negativity, negative stuff, and then women being naked. So
right.
Those are like, you know that's gonna go viral.
Sex sells. Yeah.
Yes,
women like to see that. Certain women, you know, if you got a nice body, women they won't hate. They'll be like, oh, okay, she nice. They don't mean they want to get with her or nothing like that, but they'll see some ass and they'll Yeah, so ain't nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with seeing nothing appealing from time to time.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, hell yeah. Candy for the eyes. Candy for the eyes. I guess you had kind of answered this when you talked about going to the law school, but I was going to ask you, what have you started that you never got to finish?
Okay, so what I've started and I didn't keep up with it is I have to do better myself with posting on social media from a business aspect and creating content.
Right.
I shy away from that.
It's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work, but I shy away from it. I don't necessarily like to be in the spotlight, but if you're a business owner and you're trying to grow your business, you got to suck it up.
You got to.
You got to suck it up.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting around that too. Like, you know, even with posting haircuts.
You do good though. You post a lot of stuff.
Now, because I had to get around that. Like, you know, I used to struggle with, oh man, I ain't no damn entertainer trying to post. Trying to match music with the reels and pictures. It's a lot. It's a lot. So now I'm at a point now where I guess I'm seasoned.
You are.
Yeah, so I'm just putting it out there.
You got that and you have the podcast. So
exactly.
You got to keep it going, the content flowing.
Got to make the reels, got to keep editing, man, it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. So you say you plan on getting stronger with that?
I do. I don't have a choice.
Do you think maybe you can hire somebody to help, or?
It's I mean, if they help, it will be more of the editing side, but I got to make the content. So yeah, it's on me.
But you shy. How you going to help yourself?
I just have to do it. Like, there's nothing else. I just need to do it. And I can do it. I just need to do it. Get out my own way.
Get out your own way. That's good. Any coping mechanisms?
Mechanisms for?
Just dealing with life and the weight of it.
Ooh. I would say, like, transparent. I deal with anxiety. And for me, working out helps. Disconnecting sometimes from social media. And sometimes just kind of going into myself, like, not necessarily meditation sometimes, but just being able to sit with myself and think through the facts versus my feelings. Like, what's true? Like, I'm feeling anxiety, but what's true? Because a lot of times anxiety is rooted in things that haven't even happened. Because you're worried or concerned, and it's like, wait, nothing's even happened for me to be anxious for real.
Is this something that you create in your head that makes you?
That's a lot of times where anxiety comes from, is that.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And it's really, a lot of people don't know this, but like our brains are set up to protect us from stuff. So think about, like, if you have a goal and maybe you're scared because you're like, shit, that's a big goal. Like, damn, how am I gonna do that? Well, your brain is gonna say, well, you shouldn't do that because what if this happens? What if that happens? It's all anxiety, right? Mm-hmm. But you ain't got no proof to show that it's not gonna work out.
Right.
You just in your head making up shit.
Wow. How do you help yourself past that?
You just got to do it. Like, you literally have
to say, work through
you just have to say, I have no evidence that it's not going to work out. And if it don't work out, guess what? I'm going to do something else.
And it's that easy.
We have to make it that easy.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Just by starting.
Yep.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. What are some principles that you live by?
Oh gosh, some principles I live by is honesty, kindness, and respect. That's it. Just show up.
Honesty, kindness, respect.
Yep. Because guess what? When you leave this earth, you don't take nothing else with you but the way you made people feel, the way you treated people. That's what you leave here. You leave memories of how you treated people.
Right.
But everything else, you don't take. Don't matter. The kind of car you had, how much money you had in the bank, all that don't matter.
That's true.
But how did you make people feel while you was here?
That's true.
Right.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good, man. That is pretty good.
What about you? You got all the kids. So what principles you living by? Because you got to teach them kids to grow up to be good people.
It is tough. Mm-hmm. And then so I guess I have to keep a level of fair balance because I got boys and girls.
Yeah.
So I got to teach my boys how to be men. Mm-hmm. I feel like being 38 now, I feel like I can finally say I'm from the old school. Mm-hmm. So a lot of those principles that I guess that's rooted in our foundation coming up, a lot of the intangibles, I feel like it's important to show them.
Yes.
How to be to yourself, how to treat people, just manners. Yep. A lot of things that have just gotten whisked away over the years. I feel like it's important to show them how to treat women. And then I have girls, so it's like I was talking to somebody about this last week. It's a cycle that you in. You setting a cycle of you setting a standard of treatment. Yep. It's a way that I want them to be treated. Yep. And it's also like being a role model too. Mm-hmm. 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 The things that I want to do, I may not be able to do because they watching or stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like it is heavy. Mm-hmm. But I guess the main core principles that I stick with are just being fair, keeping balance, and really just getting them through the day. Because it'd be a lot.
I'm sure. I don't know how you do it. Kudos to you.
It'd be a lot. Marijuana is a heavy factor. I have a little tequila.
You gotta chill. Have a little tequila
from time to time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm glad that that's the height of it. Like I got friends, and I don't judge. I got friends that go past marijuana. Mm-hmm. So do your thing, whatever you do. Yeah. Yeah, but it ain't that deep with me. I'm glad that that's enough. Yeah. But I don't know where I would be or who I would be, the type of guy I would be, if I wasn't able to just to have me a little bit every now and then. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess it's simple in some ways, and then it's complex in a lot. So absolutely. You know what I'm saying, you just gotta keep that balance. That's really it. So when you start, whenever you're ready, you'll be ready. I think I think you got a lot of qualities. Yeah. You look like a great aunt right now.
Not a great aunt. That's crazy. Yeah. Not a like auntie.
Yeah. So you'll be fine. You will be fine. I see a lot of people talking on social media, and everybody has a message. Yeah. Everybody want to be the one to, I guess, make the points and all of that. And I see a lot of people, sometimes they wait to see who it is saying the saying to for them to decide whether they're going to back it or not. Yep. What's important to you, the message or the messenger?
The message. I mean, think about this. And this may be controversial, but you'll be out here following these preachers who be having good messages, but be behind closed doors doing some stuff that goes against the message.
Not practicing what they preach.
Yep. So it's about the message. The messenger. I think sometimes we are here on this earth to do whatever it is we're here to do, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be the best person who did something that was life changing for somebody else. Mm-hmm.
So somebody in a worse situation than you can tell you something, they can give you advice.
They can, but I feel like I have evolved, right? Some people have evolved. Some people are very much about Well, how they gonna tell me they not taking care of none of their kids? How they gonna? But they can tell you because they live in the experience of not showing up, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
being able to see what the picture is, the big picture, the lesson that's behind the messenger. So that's important.
So you able to, like you say, even still, I can just figure out what I want to take from
Yeah, absolutely,
the message.
absolutely.
So anybody could tell me anything.
Yeah. Sometimes now some people, they be talking crazy. So like maybe you don't get nothing from what somebody said, but sometimes there's always something that you can take from what someone's trying to tell you.
Yeah, that's good. You like music?
Oh, absolutely. I love music.
Music, we know, changes moods, put you in a good mood.
Absolutely.
It supports the mood you in, put you in a bad mood. If you want to get on that,
Yes.
do you have favorite songs for different moods that you're in? What songs, like if you're in a great mood, you got a go-to song, or if you're like pissed off, what's your go-to?
So I can't even say like there's songs. I think it just depends. I'll have like playlists. So
Okay,
for instance, I have like a playlist called It's a Vibe. So if I'm just like chilling, so on that playlist you may have some Erykah Badu, but then you also may have some Drake on there as well, or some Young Thug. Like it's just a vibe, right?
right.
And then I have another playlist I only use for working out, and a lot of that is like some Megan Thee Stallion or something like
Megan
give
Thee
me hype,
Stallion.
Glorilla, like all that kind of stuff. So it just depends.
Yeah, you
And
like
I like old school music too, though. I think it's just millennials. I think we got caught, from our parents, and then a lot of us, don't know our grandparents, and so I like old school music as well.
how does the music though? How does the music shape our influence?
Oh, it depends.
Like it can really.
Yes. So think about this. So like you got some young people out here, they struggling. You know what I mean? And we grew up listening to it, right? So like T.I., all that, like. And if that person's talking about getting money and their life is better because they made some certain choices, like if you're impressionable, why wouldn't you be like, well, shit, I need to do that too?
Right.
Like, let me get on so I can get out the hood and all that kind of stuff. Like, of course. It give you like confidence and like motivation to like change your circumstance.
Right.
Maybe not always in the best way, but it definitely does that.
Yeah. And music can help you get on bullshit.
Absolutely. It sure can.
Yeah.
It sure can. And on some freaky stuff too. Like
that's true.
Music depends on what you're listening to. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
Music make you lose control.
Yeah, they let you set the mood or not set the mood.
Facts. When you want to set the mood, what music do you listen to?
It would probably be like Tyrese and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The old Tyrese, not this one who be crying all the
Sweet
time.
lady Tyrese.
Yeah, not the one who be crying all the time on social media. Not that Tyrese, not him.
See, that's the play on mental health. Now he trying to.
Yeah, but that type of Tyrese ain't gonna help you in the bedroom. Like it ain't gonna help.
That's true.
What? Nah,
you said that don't translate.
Maybe
he angry. Maybe him being angry will help him.
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah.
No.
How do you like the bedroom to be?
As far
when you getting it going, you with your significant other. Is it a good flow, or you need it a certain way?
Honestly, it depends on the mood.
Okay.
It depends on the mood, because sometimes you can just have like, the feelings are just there, and you just want to get it in, right? And then you have maybe y'all sleep in middle of the night, like, or it could be planned, like trying to be romantic. It just depends on what you want.
You ever been in a situation where you was in the mood and he wasn't?
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
So you kind of have to. So okay, I'll say this. So through like growth and learning more about men, that sometimes, ladies, men are actually not in the mood. Sometimes they're not. That don't mean they don't want you. That don't mean you want attractive. Sometimes men, I've noticed that sometimes when men have a lot on their mind, like stressed about stuff,
like cortisol high.
It doesn't correlate to be like, yeah, I want to have sex, right? Like, and it has nothing to do with the woman. It's them. It's not that they don't want you.
Right.
And sometimes men be really tired too. Like I think as women, we always think like men always want to have sex, and that's not true.
Right. That's not true. And you said you learned to deal with that.
Yes.
How was it the first time though? Did you think it was like,
Oh, I thought it was rejection. Like years ago, I'm like, the fuck? What you mean?
well, go get that bitch then.
Like, right? Like, what? Were you sleeping with somebody else? Like, what's going on? Like, but as I got older and matured, I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
no, I get that. Because sometimes women are not in the mood, right? And men complain about that as well. But same thing goes for women. Sometimes we're not in the mood because maybe got some thoughts on our mind, or maybe it's our bodies. Like women's bodies are so interesting. Like sometime in the month, even if it's not a menstrual, you just don't feel your best, and so you don't feel sexy. So you don't feel like having sex.
But I feel like that's a card that's played a lot.
No, but it's real though. It's hormonal. Like if I encourage all men, it's a Google search. Okay, you can Google or use AI to find out whatever you want to know. You just like bullshit you. Go to the internet, go Google AI, it give your answers. Like sometimes I can give an example. So for some women, like before their menstrual cycle comes on, they may feel very bloated. And I don't know if men ever feel bloated, but when your stomach feels like it just don't feel right.
Gassy.
Yeah. Would you really want something sticking you and your stomach feels crazy? That don't feel great. Yeah. We're the ones receiving, we're not giving. Right. So, and a lot of men don't realize that's like, not that she don't want you. Our hormones are just like, we don't feel great. And it's like, I can't. Like, just can't.
So I know you did before. I think you mentioned you did some sex therapy or something like that, right? Or
no, I want to. I would love to become a sex therapist at some point. It's a lot of work, so I just have not taken the time to.
Have you ever just got into it outside of professionally?
I mean, I do. Well, no, not outside professionally. I mean, I have helped some of my clients with their sex life, but the title of being a sex therapist, not yet. Maybe one day.
Okay. I guess what are some common issues that you hear about?
The one we just talked about, the misunderstanding of people thinking that the person just never wants to have sex, or they're not attracted to them, and that's not it. And the problem is not believing them. So like with women, sometimes we may not believe a man if he's not in the mood to have sex. Like, man, I'm just not there. It's just I'm not. And women be like, oh, you fucking somebody else, like,
right.
And it's not that. That's really not true. That's not what's going on. And then that creates a lot of stuff in the woman's head, right? Because they don't believe that their man just is not in the mood to have sex. It's like, nah, he must be doing something. And then here comes the mistrust. You make up all these stories in your head, and then there becomes conflict. And it's like, y'all just made up a whole story that ain't even true.
Right. Mm-hmm. Wow. Because I was just going to ask how mandatory is sex in relationships?
It's mandatory. I think it's mandatory. Unless there is like a medical condition as to like why somebody can't have sex, which is another real thing. Women have conditions sometimes where it's very painful for them to have sex. Not that they don't want to have sex. It's just very painful, so they don't. Same with men. ED is real, right?
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
So sometimes they're just situations that
you
prevent
just stressed
sex
out. It ain't
happening.
Happening. Too drunk.
Yep, that too. Whiskey dick. That's right. So
that motherfucker gummy.
Sometimes it just is not possible. But should there be intimacy? Absolutely. It's between you and your partner. How often though? Like what you're comfortable with. Like a couple times a week. Some people they only want once a week, or a couple times a month. It just depends on what you want.
But that's something you gotta talk about
that with your partner. Yeah.
Way before. But you know what though? A lot of women, they like to flip the script. I hear this a lot. You know, I'm a barber. So I talk to a lot of guys, and a common story I was hearing before I even got married.
Yeah.
When women get married, it's like a lot of things just go away. For some strange reason. Do you know what reason that is, or?
So I think what happens when people get married is, so sometimes people get very comfortable. Like, oh, well, we're married now, so like we got the rest of our lives. Like, why do we need to have sex all the time? Like, we always together. Then you have sometimes people don't put in effort anymore. So I've heard that be on the other side of it. Like, oh, he used to like, do a little more foreplay, and now he just want to get in it. He didn't even warm me up, right? So then there's that. Then that's a problem. But people get comfortable and they stop putting in the same effort that they put in when they were dating. That's where a lot of times it kind of goes goes down the drain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I wonder why though. Like, I don't know.
People get comfortable. I mean, you married?
Yeah. So it takes a lot.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work. It's
Yeah.
a lot of sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like you said, a lot of people, they change us. So I make it
Mm-hmm.
my business to, try to make sure as best as I can.
Yeah.
Things are going to naturally happen.
Yes.
People are
Yes.
going to naturally evolve.
Yep.
As you keep growing with
Mm-hmm.
children. You
Mm-hmm.
kind of lean towards
Yep.
me,
Yep.
being more of a parent
Yep. Yeah.
than
And then
anything.
I'm sure y'all be tired. So at the end of the day, with now 6 kids, right? Y'all gotta handle all their stuff first, and then by the time y'all get to bed, y'all just may be tired. It may not even be like y'all don't want to have time, but it's like, look, I'm worn out.
But I think it's more work to have to deal with for the man. So I'm gonna give you an example. Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. Take the barber.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up early, weekends,
Yep.
Friday, Saturdays, those are peak days.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday you wake up early,
Mm-hmm.
cutting hair all day.
Mm-hmm.
You get home at the end of your day, you probably just want to eat, unwind,
Yep.
maybe get a load off,
Yeah.
spend some time with your lady.
Yeah.
And maybe the woman who has a Monday through Friday job don't work on weekends. So she with the kids all day.
Yep.
They've been having activity after activity.
Yep.
So at the end of her day,
she's exhausted.
Mm-hmm. So I'm charged up. Yep. I'm ready to get off.
Yeah.
Because I'm ready to,
bro.
Right.
You see them kids.
And I feel like it's a lot for the man to have to deal with.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Do you feel like women should be more understanding and graceful in those periods, or is it on the man to know, like, to understand, like, look, this
I think it's on both partners to understand what you're going through. So I feel like for the men, if your woman's working a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and then she's the one responsible for the kids after work, because your barber, right? So your example, if you're still cutting hair, it's on her to get the kids dinner, get the baths, right, homework, right. So then you just done cutting hair. You come in, you eat, you sit, and then it's like, all right, cool. And she's like, bro, I just had a 16-hour day. And yeah, you wasn't here cutting hair, but you didn't have to deal with the kids today, right? So then it's like y'all have to come to a compromise. Like, okay, are there some days where you can do the kids in the evening, cut your day short at 4, you do the kids in the evening, and then I'm whatever, and then you can have some more time for each other, but you got to share the responsibility.
So sacrifice is the thing.
Yep.
Is that something that you hear about, that there's the only thing that needs to be fixed in situations like this? Just more sacrifice?
That's one of the things. It's more compromise. Yep. And people don't be wanting to compromise. So
who do you think is more of, though? Just from...
It's both. Because everybody think they're right.
Of course. Of course.
I tell people a fair compromise is when both people are not happy about it. That's a fair compromise. Because then both parties have had to lose something or give up something. Yeah.
Wow. Let me use that.
Yeah, you should.
A fair compromise is when both people lose something.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna start using that. What's next for you, though? Like, what do you chase? What's on your goal list?
Well, number one is some more damn content for my business. That is number one goal that I have to get going. So more content. And like I said, one of my goals is at some point maybe become a sex therapist. It's just I gotta find the time to put in to do it. It's more training and stuff that I would have to do. But for a career standpoint, those are the two things that I need to focus on.
Any tragedies, anything that's like going on in your life, like maybe a message that anybody could use, something that you went through that you want to help somebody?
Yeah, I don't mind sharing this, but so like last year I had a miscarriage, and I think that a lot of times, I even saw it with some of my providers, like my medical providers, it's kind of like swept under the rug, meaning like, okay, well, it didn't come to term, and this happens, but there's not a lot of emotional support.
No, it's not.
Because if you really want to have a child and then you get that news, that's a loss. Like, it's grief. Like, it's like you lost a loved one or somebody. And that a lot of women go through that by themselves, because people think, oh, well, it happened, you just try again, right? And it's like, that's a big loss though for a woman, because you get all the physical changes, and then not to have the outcome of what you wanted.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yep.
And I know it's so much of a business. We actually
Mhm.
went through something like that back in 2019. We were expecting, and we had a stillborn.
Oh, now
Yeah,
that's tough. Now that's
a
tough.
different level
That's
of tough.
Yes, it is. Yes,
And
it
it's
is.
like,
Yep.
you as the patient, you
Yep.
dealing with your situation, but the
Yep.
doctors and the nurses, they kind of have to
Yep.
keep it
Do the
moving,
routine.
right?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, and all of that just sucks. And it's really
Mhm.
even the aftermath of it. Like people were calling and they
Yep.
just want to check on
Yep.
my wife,
But not you.
right?
You had a loss too.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like even recently, we
Mhm.
just had the baby,
Yep.
and I was laughing, joking with my sister about this. She texted me like, "Hey, yeah, how Christina and the baby doing? How's everybody doing?" We weren't like a house, everybody. It was just like,
Yeah.
how are they doing?
Right, it's like, what about me?
Right.
I'm here too.
So I was like, yeah,
I'm in the
they good.
trenches.
I'm okay too. And she texted me back laughing because we knew like what that meant. But at the same time, that's a real thing.
Mhm.
Like we get overlooked a lot.
Yep.
And I don't know. Is there anybody that you think would have life harder though, men or women?
No.
Because of everything that we were just saying, do you think like men would have it?
I think when it comes to something like that, like having a stillborn or miscarriage, men feel it too, but women I think just feel that more because our bodies went through the whole thing, all the changes, and unfortunately men won't ever experience them, right? You guys won't ever just know what it feels like to have a life growing inside of you. So it's just a different feeling.
Right.
I can't say that it's worse, but it's just different.
Right.
It's different.
It's
It is. It's different.
Just different. No, I get that. I do want to ask this.
Mhm.
If you knew the world would end tomorrow, what would you do? Who would you spend it with?
Does it have to be one person, or does it have to?
No, it could be however you want to spend the last 24 hours.
So if I had to choose and spend my last 24 hours, I would spend it with the people I really love.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we would party. Like that would be it.
Just
drinks, food, and have a good time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I asked that because I was watching this one movie and I think they had like 24 hours left. Mm-hmm. And some of them was just having like sex all day.
Oh wow.
Some people were just in the house playing cards. And it was just so strange. Yeah. Everybody was kind of like choosing their own little thing, which is why I want to ask. Like, you said you would just spend it with the people you love. What would you said just have a party? Just
have a party. I mean, I think the way you spend your last 24 hours would probably reflect what you actually value in this life.
Right.
So
by you being in different states though, like how would you?
Well, people have to get to where they need to get to.
You say plan up, let's meet up.
If we know it's coming, get your ass up to where you need to be.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
I heard that. Mm-hmm. How important is your reputation?
Super important. Super, super important. Oh my gosh. Again, it goes back to what I value, like kindness, respect, because I want people to experience the best of me. Now, sometimes people get rubbed the wrong way, right? You can't help that. That's the thing. You're not always received well, but for the most part, you should try your best to just be decent.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
Be decent. People be out here acting crazy for no reason.
Why do you think that is, though?
Because they don't know they don't understand what life is about.
And what is life about?
I feel like life is about fulfilling a purpose of what you enjoy doing.
Right.
Right. So whatever that is, right? Could be being a barber, could be being a teacher, and doing the things that really make you feel good. That's what life is about. And the higher purpose of life is not all that you can amass while you're here, not material stuff. Mm-hmm. What are you amassing that's like not tangible? Like that's to me is what life is about. Like experiences.
Right. What do you chase?
I chase happiness. That's it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And peace. Happiness and peace. That's it.
The two priceless things.
Yep. Because you can, again, you can have $1 million and not be happy with yourself.
Right.
So what's $1 million for?
Right.
To fill it up with stuff and you still feel empty.
And what is the happiness what does that look like for you?
Happiness always starts to me within. So being happy with myself and how I'm showing up for myself, and then how I show up for other people. But it has to start with me first.
Are you happy with yourself and all
Absolutely.
of that? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I always tell people, so back to like we talked about relationships earlier, you can't go into a relationship thinking you're gonna find happiness, because that's not what it's about. You need to go into a relationship already happy, and you hope that person adds to your happiness. Now, people can take away, piss you off, lie, all that kind of crazy stuff, but you hope that people can add to your happiness and not take away from it. But you should already be happy with who you are as a person.
Because happiness is always left to the individual.
It is.
It's up to you to make
because
yourself
your
happy.
wife, husband, whoever gonna disappoint you.
Right.
Right? We're human. We disappoint each other. But if you go into it thinking, oh, this person's just always gonna make me so happy, that's not okay.
Right. Mm-hmm. And that's something more people should understand.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that is important, because people put their happiness on others.
Mm-hmm. And it's no one else's responsibility but yourself.
To make yourself happy.
Yep.
That's pretty good, man. That is pretty good.
And peace. Don't let nobody disturb your peace.
Peace is priceless.
It is.
I swear to God,
Mm-hmm.
peace is priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Man, I've seen people leave relationships, leave jobs.
Yep. Yep.
All for that little one priceless thing.
Yes.
Peace.
Yep.
No, I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. Something I always ask people, what's something that we need to stop doing, and what's something that we need to start doing?
We need to stop looking at people on social media thinking their lives are so great, because behind closed doors it don't be.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And what we start doing is worrying about ourselves, minding our business.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Too much of people being nosy.
Yep.
Being in other people's business.
Yep.
Acting like they care.
Yep.
Knowing they don't.
Mm-hmm.
Because they just want to be nosy.
Yep. Just want to be nosy.
Wow. Do you deal with that?
No, because I protect my peace. I ain't.
And what does that look like? What do you do?
I don't involve myself in other people's drama. Like, I can always listen. Like I said, people come to me, but I'm not dipping my toe in it. I can hear you out all day, but I'm not in that.
So you don't do no gossip?
Nope. I'll hear you out. We can laugh, kiki. Sometimes you joke a little bit, but like, I'm not doing that. I'm doing that.
You pass that. So if your friends got some tea, you ain't.
I'm always gonna listen, and I might even laugh. Like, damn, that's crazy. But it ain't my story. So like, it don't have no effect on me.
That therapist gonna kick in, and I'm gonna try to guide you to a solution.
I don't tell, like, I literally was telling my mom this other day. I told her, like, I don't tell my friends. I do my best not to tell my friends to leave relationships. For one, because it's your relationship. You're gonna do what feels good for you. Now, I can say my piece and be like, as your friend, I just want to make sure that you are being respected, you're being loved, but that's your choice to stay in whatever you want to stay in.
Right.
But I'm not going. I can't tell you what to do, because it's not. I can have a situation, and I don't want you telling me what to do, because I get to make my own decision.
Right. That's what's up. In regards to the individual you are, the person you want to be, the person you like to present, do you feel like you're wearing a mask?
No, I keep to myself a lot. And that's on purpose, because my peace is important. So like, I have a good group of friends, and those are the people I stick with.
Yeah.
You won't see me out being no socialite and all that, dealing with a bunch of people, because energy is real. I don't like everybody energy.
Definitely.
And people be phony, and I don't have time for that. Like, I just like genuine connections with people.
You seem peaceful.
Yes.
Until you're not.
Until I'm not.
Because I remember some times.
Here we go.
Some not so peaceful times.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna go there, because that was yesterday. Right. That was yesterday. You're a different person now. You've worked through those things.
I have.
You've been to counseling and therapy.
Yeah.
So
I used to be a hothead. I did.
Just that whole until I'm not, like, it speaks. I like it, like you said, when people that know you, they know.
Yes.
But you worked on that though.
Yes.
Like you.
I mean, nowadays I probably would choose more so to walk away, because if you ever notice, like when you find yourself getting real angry, it take a lot of energy.
It does.
Like when you get real pissed or you want to go back and forth with somebody, when you done, you're like, fuck, I'm exhausted. That
I don't
took
got
too
the energy
much.
for that, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
And how many years did it take for you to learn that though?
It took a couple years. It's a couple years.
Did anything cost you from learning that, from not learning it?
Yeah, I would say my relationship that I had in college. I had a boyfriend in college, and I was still a hothead, as you know, like Morgan Park. If you know,
Boy,
you know.
boy.
So yeah, I would say that because I just wasn't nice. It wasn't nice. I was popping off all the time.
So was it something that you wasn't getting, or like what was
No,
it that made you feel like?
I feel like you're a product of your environment. Sometimes, like you grow up, certain things you see, you think is okay, and that's how you show up until you get some self-awareness and be like, I probably shouldn't be talking to people like that.
Right. Oh, so that's what you were familiar with.
Yep.
Was like dad talking to mom, mom talking to dad.
Yeah, my mom,
both.
She a hothead.
Yeah.
She knows. And she'll probably watch it. She know.
She in charge.
But yeah, so being able to learn that you don't have to curse people out to get your point across. I mean, I would do it. Even my friends would, somebody messing with them. Oh, I'm sorry. Why you talking to my friend like that? Like I was like ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Wow. How bad is verbal abuse?
Very bad, because it messes up people's self-esteem. It's bad. It's bad. It's not good at all. I mean, some physical abuse is terrible as well, but you could really destroy a person breaking them down.
Yeah, verbal abuse.
Especially
kind of lingers.
Especially if the trust is there, right? So you with somebody you trust, and then they're constantly breaking you down. That's so harmful.
Mm. And so are you saying it's harmful because you know it in the field now, or you knew it back then it was harmful and you still did it?
Well, I didn't know back then.
Right.
When I was doing it, I didn't know that
because you thought it was the lesser than
I thought
being
that's
physical.
how it was supposed to be. Like I thought it was okay.
Instead of being physical, I'd rather just curse you out and say something crazy.
And not even being physical. It just was like, I get to say what I want to say to you because you made me feel a certain way. And it's like, no, actually, that ain't cool.
Were you ever physical?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Wow. Mm-hmm. When was the last time you felt like you had to tighten a nigga up?
That was like,
you out here tightening niggas up.
That probably to be like 2012.
Okay,
yeah,
so that was it. That was the last time.
Yeah.
You were like a slapper, puncher.
I think I punched.
Yeah,
probably. Mm-hmm.
In the face.
I don't think it was in the face. No, I wasn't in the face.
So when you decided that you wanted to slap this nigga or punch him, are you expecting to be hit back or
no?
So you want him to still be, the gentleman that he's supposed to be.
Yeah. But again, hothead, right? Not thinking through my actions before I did them, because absolutely I could have gotten hit back, right? Absolutely. But when you're angry and you don't take time to think through before you act, you could do a lot of wild impulsive things.
Right.
So. Mm-hmm.
But you said you never got hit back.
No. Shouts
to those men for.
Well, what that person did was very egregious. So I think that's probably why there was no.
What they do?
They had a chick show up to my door.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Your house.
Yes, my house.
And confrontation, or was she trying to
no
come to you as a woman?
No, I think there was an honesty about where he was living in my house, and showed up to my house. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. So you ain't say nothing to her. Because he wasn't
the problem.
Right.
He's the problem. He got put out too.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah.
Why niggas feel like they could play with you like that?
I don't know. Again, I'm very nice. I'm very chill until I'm not.
Until it's.
And again, I'm not the type who just not gonna say nothing. Of course, if I'm having an issue, I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna say something.
Right.
But I only got so many times I'm gonna be talking. Back then, now I'll just probably walk away, or I may go off a little bit and I'm gonna be done. Like I'm not gonna do all that.
Wow. I would have never, like, from the way you look, the way you carry yourself, you don't even look the least bit violent.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Mm-mm. Even back then, when you had to turn up sometimes you didn't look like you had it in you.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But that also shows like that's not who I was supposed to be.
Right.
Because I feel like sometimes people's like energy and their spirit you can see from the outside. Like I feel like some people who are just genuinely on the inside, like genuine good people, you can see that on the outside. You could see it, right? And so that wasn't who I was supposed to be. Yeah,
it took a lot of work.
Yeah,
to get
absolutely.
past.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Wow. And in other relationships, men have pissed you off, but you know how to exercise that restraint and just walk away, cut them off.
Yep.
Because that's worse than anything.
Yeah, when you stop talking to a nigga, yes. Absolutely.
That's what's up, man. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. So you did say you need to get stronger with your social media. What are some of your pages so we can hit you up, follow you?
So you can follow me on my business page at AHTH Group on Instagram and on Facebook, but I don't be on Facebook. But Instagram, yes.
And then
and then my website, you can go to ahthgroup.com.
And that's if we want to
sign up for some therapy. I have other therapists you can see, so reach out to us. We're more than happy to help.
Yeah. How many therapists you got up under you? Or
3.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All in different areas, or?
No, well, yes, technically, yeah. They're not all in the same state. Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty good. Mm-hmm. And where can we follow you on your social media personal pages?
Doc Bunny Oney. So Doc_Bunny_Oney. That's on Instagram. And my page is private, so don't be trying to. Ain't gonna be no snooping unless I allow you to get on the page.
Right, you got to get approved.
Yes.
And don't try to come doing too much because she says she's dating.
Yes.
Right, so she's taking until he act up.
Maybe it's a different question. Maybe a different conversation.
Right. No. So is it a timeline for that though? Like you got this amount of time to show me.
So timeline is tricky. I think sometimes when we put timelines on people, you can cut off your own blessing, right? Mm-hmm. I think it's when it feels right. And I don't think like 10 years. No, like now let's be reasonable. But a timeline like, oh, if this person don't propose by this date on this date, then it's done. Like, no, because there's a lot of factors that lead up to, when you get married and all that kind of stuff.
So you feel like as long as I'm seeing the progress.
Yes, seeing progress, improvements, then yeah, we can keep going. Mm-hmm.
So 4 years later, then if everything's still.
There's no 4 years later at this point because I'm 38.
Right.
So there's no 4 years. But yeah.
So it is a timeline to a degree.
To a degree. And I think it's only sort of a timeline just because I do still want to have kids. So now if I didn't have kids, then, it's like, cool. Whatever.
Is he older or younger?
Older.
Okay. And do y'all want the same things? Mm-hmm. Kids, family,
all now, that? Yeah.
Okay.
But also, sometimes people change, right? So be okay with that too. Sometimes people get into life and be like, you know what, I really don't want that. And that's okay. You gotta be able to be okay with that.
Right. What kind of work do we do?
That's personal.
Oh, well, I mean, so look, that could be, that is. So let's re-ask the question. Does what he do fit what you will accept?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I think we was talking before, and it was like I said, it's always something going on in social media where the man's getting put on blast, or either what he has, what he don't have.
Social media, don't be trying to dictate your relationship based on social media because it ain't real and it's not true.
Right.
Like you see people on social media about, oh, my husband or my wife or whatever, they're so great, they do all this, but they don't tell you the backstory because nobody is perfect when they come into any relationship. Exactly. You can get better over time and then be that perfect partner for that person. But I don't know nobody who come in being the perfect partner from the start. That is not how that goes. And social media will make you think that.
So you got some patience, and you
got to have some patience on both sides. Both people need to have patience.
You willing to deal with whatever time.
I'm willing to deal with stuff if you are open to getting better at things. You don't change people, but we all have room for improvement.
Right.
So it's more about that. Are you willing to improve some of your stuff?
Right.
But not change you as a person.
That's pretty good, man. I think this was um, pretty straightforward. You know,
Yeah.
you seem like you know what you want out of life.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not rushing, but don't take all day.
Yeah.
You want to get stronger with your social media.
Yes.
Keep everything going.
Yep. Yep.
Still playing hopscotch. So I'm
Yeah.
in St. Louis now,
Yeah.
Missouri.
Yeah.
So nothing really. It's not permanent. I can end
It
up
may
back in
not be.
Chicago.
No.
I can end up in Washington. I can
Yep.
end up in
I mean,
Wyoming.
yeah, look, never know with me.
Yeah.
Never know.
Always on the move. Always on the go.
Yep.
But I am grateful that you were able to come.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grace to show with your presence.
Yep. Thanks for having me, though.
Definitely,
for sure.
definitely.
And I'm proud of you. You've done a lot as well.
Thank you. I love the podcast. I take it serious. I started off just trying to find a hobby.
Yeah.
Trying to find something to do to counteract.
Yeah.
Being a dad all the time.
You gotta have your own stuff.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm starting getting into cigars now. I go to cigar lounge. Yeah, that's a pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So I just be trying to find stuff
Mm-hmm.
to show myself that there is positive things to do.
Yes.
Without always feeling like you got to get into something negative or some bullshit, or you got to be in clubs and all that, all those places that you don't belong.
Yeah, a lot of temptation in those places.
It's a lot of temptation in those places. So you got to fight that.
Yeah.
So I guess the things that I'm choosing is helping me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, just staying out the way, staying out of trouble.
And you showing people that it don't always have to just be about once you get married and have kids. That's all it's about. You still get to have some life for yourself as well.
Exactly. Exactly. That's important.
Yes.
That is important. Keeping that balance.
Yes.
I think that's all life is about.
Absolutely. Balance.
For real. Because if you don't got that, then you ain't got nothing. Look at Doc over here. The doctor. Excellent. Thanks again for tuning in to the Trent the Truth Show. Please make sure you like and subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel. Follow us on social media, Trent the Truth. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to be a guest, email me at TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Again, that's TrentTheTruthShow@gmail.com. Thanks again. Tell your friends. Watch it together.